Peace, this is Mr. Moore from Travelpreneur Sports Podcast. Back from this video, as you can see here, the New York Knicks are your NBA champions. They defeated the San Antonio Spurs last night, 94-90 to win the series in 5 games. Yes, I did pick the Spurs to win the championship in 6. Whatever chances they had went out the window in Game 4. Congratulations to the Knicks' first championship since 1973. You see here, Jalen Brunson, Finals MVP. I'm gonna get to his performance in a second, but this game went just like every game in this series has went, and the Spurs probably blew this opportunity more so than they did in Game 4. They get off to a great start. They dominate the first quarter. They've done that every single game. But they showed a stat last night during the game that the San Antonio Spurs field goal percentage dropped every single quarter, and I only think they were shooting 40% in the fourth quarter, and that's where they pretty much lose these games from the first quarter on. Um, and Knicks make great adjustments in the second quarter. And once they start chipping away at whatever the lead the Spurs have, you just have a feeling that they're just going to come back and win this game. And that was the case last night, especially in the fourth quarter when Brunson got going. Um, Once they took the lead, once they was chipping away at the lead, you could just feel the air going out of the arena, and you could just look at the Spurs and they just look like here we go again. Like we can't put this team away. And like I said, Brunson's performance in the fourth quarter, he ended up with 45 points in 41 minutes. He's probably one of the best fourth quarter players I've ever seen. He dispelled all the myths about a small guard being a leader, being a number one for a championship team. He's definitely probably going to grow down. It's probably one of the greatest New York Knick ever, and he deserves all the praise and credit because that guy's extremely tough, very skilled, and he just has a heart of a champion. But the Spurs let this game go again. Cat was in foul trouble early. OG was in foul trouble early, and the Knicks really didn't get much of anything out of their supporting cast until the second half. And when the Spurs, if that's the case, you got to win this game. Cat played 23 minutes and had 2 points. Was in foul trouble. OG had 11 points in 33 minutes because he was in foul trouble. Like you have to win this game if you're the San Antonio Spurs. Josh Hart had 13 points. He was huge. He had 11 rebounds as well. Mikal Bridges ended up with 14. But that was pretty much it as far as the supporting cast. The New York bench got outscored in the first half. I think it was 24-0. And Dylan Harper had 21 of that from the Spurs. But as far as the Spurs, Wemby he didn't really show up last night, excuse me. 19 points, 14 rebounds, 38 minutes. You got 14 out of Champagnie. De'Aaron Fox, man. He's gonna make the decision real easy to get him out of San Antonio. Just 7 points in 37 minutes, 3 out of 15 from the field, 1 out of 8 from three. He missed a lot of shots in the fourth quarter that could have, helped San Antonio maintain their lead and get the victory. Vassell had 12. Castle, not a great game by him. He only played 32 minutes, had 6 points, but he was in foul trouble, and you can tell that him being in foul trouble, he wasn't as aggressive. Offensively, he couldn't get his shot going at all. He didn't score his first field goal until late in the fourth quarter on a dunk putback. Dylan Harper was a bright spot of the Spurs. 31 minutes off the bench, 25 points. Great, great game by him. But you can tell he made a lot of rookie mistakes. I know during the broadcast they were saying that he should have the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter. To a certain extent, yes, but he's still going to make rookie mistakes, and he missed a couple layups down the stretch, like I said, that could have helped the Spurs win this game. He got 7 points out of Keldon Johnson, but he struggled all series as well too. And that was pretty much it for the San Antonio Spurs bench. But this was about the New York Knicks, man, and their will to win. When they're down, they never feel like they're out of the game, and that's pretty much what it came down to. Their inexperience, the coaching that Mike Brown has done, this organization putting this team together, them getting to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, firing Tom Thibodeau, bringing in Mike Brown, and it worked. It worked. They never doubted themselves, and here they are, NBA champions. And this concludes the NBA regular season. Of course, the NBA draft is coming up pretty soon, and I may do a video on both of these franchises because I think they got some decisions to make with certain players. So be on the lookout for that. But with that being said, those are just my thoughts. Again, congratulations to the New York Knicks on winning the NBA championship. I'll catch you guys later.